Hello, my loves. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and do so. And don't forget to press that notification bell so you can get weekly updates on all of my delicious recipes. Please don't forget to like and don't forget to share. Let everybody know that Miss Jackie's cooking. So, my honey bunches of oats, today we are going to make a delicious mixed vegetable and cabbage medley. Yes, honey, it's a delicious side dish, very simple, and I think you'll definitely love this dish. Okay, so we got some frozen peas and carrots here. Okay, we have some cabbage, just a small cabbage. I had some left over. Okay, we have some frozen corn, whole kernels, nice and sweet. Okay, we have some seasoning salt. We have some sazon completo or complete seasoning. We have some black pepper, butter, a medium-sized onion. We have some oil. We have garlic. And I have a canned 14.5 ounce can of diced tomatoes. That's a chili ranchero. Then we have some hot sauce, okay, some cilantro and sugar. All right, so now I'm just slicing my onions. All right, and my loves, the ingredients are listed in the description box below. Okay, so we're just slicing our vegetables now. Okay, I'm using a small medium onion, which I love. You could use Vidalia, you could use red onions, whatever tickles your fancy. Okay, and I already chopped up my cabbage. You could cut up your cabbage any way you want. Okay, and we're going to just wash them a little bit under some cold water. I had already chopped up my garlic. And this side dish is so good. You could even, you could eat it just like that. You could serve it over some nice rice. It's really good. Really, really good. So, okay, now we're going to pour some oil get nice into our pan. Okay, I'm using canola oil. You could use vegetable too. Now we're adding our onions to our hot oil, and we're going to saute those beautiful onions. And the minute that onion hit that pan, the aroma just started hitting my face. Very, very beautiful. I love it. Okay. And now we're going to saute these onions for about a minute or two. Okay. You know, and this is a nice, beautiful side dish. You know, it's a very nice side dish. It goes good. You could have it with cornbread. You could have it with rice. You could have it by itself. Very cute. Okay. Now we're adding our garlic. Now, you know the medley here. When you add the garlic to the onions, that's a beautiful marriage by itself. Okay. And we're sauteing that nicely. Okay, and this is simple. It's simple and it's inexpensive to make, you know, and it goes good with pretty much anything. You know, this would go good with if you're having fish, if you're having chicken, if you're having, steaks, you know, or if you just want to have it by itself. Okay, so now we're going to add our cabbage. Okay, we're going to add our cabbage to that nice hot pan. Our cabbage has been rinsed. I rinse it anyway. Just gotta make sure there's no dirt or nothing in our cabbage. Okay, so we're gonna saute that beautiful cabbage. And just fried cabbage by itself is delicious. With just garlic, that by itself is just out of this world. To me, anything with garlic, I'm a garlic fanatic. There are people that don't like garlic, but I'm one of those people that love garlic. So now I'm gonna add a little seasoning, complete seasoning to my cabbage. Okay, now guys, as far as the seasoning, I'll leave down the measurements, but this is according to your taste too, because again, what I may like, you may not like. What I might want more of, you may want less of, okay? So pretty much taste your food, okay? Okay, we added some black pepper. And the kitchen smelled so wonderful, guys. So wonderful. And what's so good about this is that it's quick, it's easy, it's affordable. So now we're going to add some mixed peas and carrots. Okay, which are frozen. You could use the canned ones too. I don't think there's a problem with that. Now we're adding some corn. Okay. I'm adding some more seasoning to that as well. Excuse me, guys. Adding some seasoning salt. So as you can see, I'm seasoning in layers. Okay, I'm giving each, like the mixed carrots and peas, I'm giving them their seasoning. I'm giving the cabbage their seasoning. I'm giving the corn its seasoning. Okay, and I'm cooking this on top of a medium heat. Okay, now I'm adding some hot sauce. You know, you could add this according to your preference and your liking. If you don't want the hot sauce, because I added not only for the heat, but for the twang, you could skip the hot sauce and you could add a little bit of vinegar. Okay, so you could do that too. Or lemon juice, or whatever tickles your fancy. Okay, now we're adding some sugar. And the reason I'm adding the sugar, my loves, is because the sugar balances out the flavor. Because mind you, the twang of I like it with that twang, but it just cuts it a little bit for the acidity and stuff. Okay, adding a little bit more hot sauce. You don't have to add as much hot sauce as I am. Okay, I'll leave my measurements down, but if you, I don't know, you might have another pepper sauce that you like. You know, you might have there's Scotch bonnet pepper sauces, Tabasco, whatever you like. Again, if you don't want the heat like that, just add the vinegar, the lemon juice, okay? All right, and right now, this is just sauteing beautifully. Just smells so good. And once you taste this, my loves, you are going to realize, oh my God, I could eat this by itself. Okay, so I'm adding a little bit more seasoning salt. And my loves, don't forget to taste your food. It's important to taste your food. Again, I'm giving you the measurements. I'm not adding I'm adding some dried cilantro. If you have fresh cilantro, you could add that too, okay? Okay. And the cilantro adds that nice, especially if you have fresh cilantro, it'll make a big difference too. I love cilantro, period. We're adding some butter. And it's not that much fat, I only use like a tablespoon of oil and a tablespoon of butter. And the butter helps add that little richness, that rich undertone to this dish as well. Excellent side dish. Okay, now we're going to add our can of diced tomatoes. If you want to cut your own tomatoes fresh, baby, knock yourself out. I wasn't doing all that. I ain't doing all that. It was, hey, I had the can of diced tomato. I added it right in there. And this one is like a chili ranchero, diced tomatoes. Okay. So I'm adding some sugar to that now because, of course, the tomatoes have a lot of acidity and we want to cut that acidity. Acidity is important in food. Okay, acidity is very important in food. But sometimes if the acidity is too much, some people may not want too much acidity. So I know for me, by adding that sugar, it cuts it down. It balances out the flavor. And we're just stirring that nicely now. And as you can see, I'm tasting as I go. Okay. It's so important to taste your food as you go because you could adjust it. Like I said, I'm giving you my measurements, but you adjust it to your taste with the salt and pepper. Okay, so now we're going to cover this for 15 to 20 minutes and we'll just stir in between intervals, 15 minutes. We'll stir it, okay? And we'll be back with our beautiful dish. Okay, this is it. And a lot of that liquid from the tomato sauce disappeared, which is good for me. Okay, we're just giving this one last stir. Doesn't that look good, guys? Okay, now we are going to put that into a bowl. Nice, delicious side dish. So good. I love it. I love anything with cabbage. And I love peas. I love corn. I love carrots. And I love cabbage. So why not put them all together? Okay? Why not do that? Okay, and here's our beautiful dish, my loves. Doesn't that look good? Look at that. That looks so good with some fish, salmon, steak. Again, you could have it just like that. I'm pretty sure some people love cornbread. It's really, really good. And I can't wait to have you guys try this recipe. Okay, we have our beautiful cabbage, our delicious corn and carrots and peas. Okay, so good. You get that hint of the acidity, but at the same time, the sugar balances out the flavor. So good. And I definitely want you all to try this, my loves. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Don't forget to like. Give me a thumbs up. Let everybody know about Jackie's cooking. Press that notification bell, my loves, so you can get weekly updates. And please eat, love, and pray. Bye.